Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. And now we go down to the first hole. Frank, you've been there so many times. Really nothing like the first tee of a brand new championship.
The thought of the unknown. The beauty of sport, you and the golf course. Doesn't get any better, Rich. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
Well, it looks like Rory Mcllroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green. And a chance for birdie here in the first hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. That's a birdie to get to 1 under for the tournament. So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
Still some work to do here at the par 3, Frank.
Yeah, you'd think there with the size of that green, this green would be an easy one to hit, but that's irrelevant now. Let's see if he can get it up and down.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. So just a formality here. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, how about the first par 5 on the golf course here at the third, just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
All right, so green side bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Perfect. An in the hole. What a shot. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the fourth. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, sure, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. This is a cross-country special. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
This one measures out to 24 feet. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. Now at -2 for the day. Frank, what's the key here at the fifth hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Oh, that's fine.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Set now for the second shot, par 4 fifth.
Just be aware of where the flag is. If it's cut in that front section, you definitely want to carry the front of the green. Hole is a little more difficult when they start to push that flag in the back left. You can see it narrow up there.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking away. Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. There you have it, Frank. The first round is a wrap. We saw some good golf out there.
It was certainly a fun round to watch. There's a lot of great players in this field, and this is such an exciting venue. I just can't wait to see what happens the rest of the championship.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today, it's live second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. ...602-yard par 5 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory Mcllroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Frank, that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and get any more out of that. Smart shot.
All right, Frank, it'd be fun to watch the players have a go at this second shot here at the par 5 7th.
Yeah, this green is well protected left and right by those bunkers, but thread the needle and, well, you might just nick yourself another birdie or an eagle.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, at last, a birdie. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
In for par. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of shoot of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot. What a great shot.
Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Frank, a lot of exciting shots on this opening side, and here we go again, second to this par 5 9th.
Got to look at the green down the other side, Rich. Pitches a lot from left to right, so 2 choices. You're going to hit a normal shot. You've got to aim that a little left of that flag. Either that or draw it back towards the flag and into that uphill slope.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Locked in on the read and the speed. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
And setting up here in the rough. He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called a wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? The ball just took off the face. Smoked that one.
Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker, you should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, it's always nice to play good golf, but it's just as special to be somewhere where you realize how fortunate we all are to be able to enjoy God's green earth. I mean, this is just an amazing spot.
Well, I know our game's seasonal, Rich, but it amazes me. This is a whole area completely under snow in the winter. And then, you know, once the sun comes out, the snow starts to thaw out. You're left with this beautiful golf course, just in amongst nature, and you can still be competitive with it. So you can be sort of smelling the roses, as we would say, and still testing your own talents.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Shouldn't be a problem here. Moves into the top 25 with that birdie. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Headed in the right direction with that birdie.
He just sneaks into the top 10. It's a good move this week.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach.
That the full treatment. Get up. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Players aren't just grabbing any old golf club these days, Frank. It's about spin rate and launch angle and all of those sorts of concepts.
Yeah, and the grooves. All those things help the player. Even the loft on wedges now. Loft is increased. We now see 64, 65 degree sand eyes, so they get the ball up quicker and it stops quicker.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, this is a pretty important shot. Second here to the par 5 18th.
That's a great tee shot now. The opportunity in front is, it's delightful, really. A good second shot here. Chance for eagle.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Don't forget the final round comes your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, so long for now. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Golf Channel on NBC and EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. From about 8 feet. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
He'll need to be strong with this. Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives. He's going for a little extra.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what about this second shot here at 15?
It's one of the longest par fours on the golf course, Rich, so you don't want to get too greedy. Green does open up on that left side. You can see that bunker on the front of the green. It sort of protects that right side, so you've got to try and bring it in. One of the few shots you could actually cut it into this green. This golf course normally suits a draw, but this hole here you could do well with one that goes in the other direction.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Trying to make yet another birdie. Frank, I'm sure it feels good to get some red numbers on the card, but this tournament is probably too far out of reach at this point.
Good question.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving into the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
So it was a conservative play off the tee. What are we looking at now on this approach shot here at 17, Frank?
Well, the reason why you play a conservative tee shot is so that you can go directly at the flag, and that's exactly what you have here. It's just all about yardage.
Continuing his fine play, another beautiful approach shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
They're not far away from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Putt for par. He needs one. Drops for a par. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.